Hey, welcome to Go Riding TV, your guide to ATVing's best. Today's tour includes a trip to a fantastic riding area near Cochrane, Alberta, known as the Ghost Forest. We check in with the experts to discuss a few good-to-know bits about your brakes on the quads. The cameras capture the scoop on Can-Am's new bad boy, the Outlander 1000, and allow us to introduce the one and only Cap. He's a great maritimer, a club president, and someone who is all about doing it right. Keeping it fun and rubber side down, Go Riding TV. It's all good, so let's roll. Go Riding is sponsored by Yamaha ATVs and Rhino. What kind of Yamaha are you? By G-Max Helmets, a perfect fit. There's a G-Max for everyone. And by Can-Am ATVs and side-by-sides, the ultimate ride. One of the fringe benefits from working on Go Riding is the chance to visit so many great places and experience firsthand the riding these areas have to offer. Of course, adding to the privilege, we're also usually joined by a great group of volunteers who take all the guesswork out by bringing the local knowledge and providing excellent guide skills to the adventure. Such was the case when Go Riding headed west to Alberta and connected for a great day with the Calgary ATV Riders Club. They took our crew out to the Ghost Forest area, which is located about 45 minutes from Cochrane, Alberta. The Calgary Club's goal is to promote responsible use of Alberta's Southern Rockies and to ensure the conservation of our wilderness areas for the continued use of future generations. The club focuses on sustainability and places high priority on safety and rider education, and has a proactive program of multi-use trail maintenance and development. The Ghost Forest area offered a great mix of trails from wide open in the pine trees to rocky sections, some wet, muddy spots, scenic lake views, and even some snow patches left around at the end of May.
Calgary ATV Riders has been around for about 3.5, 4 years now. When the government brought in this, what we call GAMP, which is Ghost Area Management Plan, it was started by a core. Gary Seligman was one of them that started it up. Him and a few others, and a couple of us, we all got in. Never-ending battle trying to get trails set up and maintained. Need a lot more people out to help. What we rode today is pretty mild. We do have some real steep stuff, but most people stay away from it. It's steep and it's nasty. We get everything here from beginner riders on up. All our rides that the Calgary ATV Riders take people out on are all geared to how people ride. And we ask the people to judge themselves accordingly, because we can't turn around and say, you ride this way, that person rides that way. They got to be able to judge their own ability. We've got about 400 kilometers of trails around it. It goes from everything from what we call a beginner trail, which is fairly flat, to trails that they got some good challenges, and you need winches with those kind of trails. Just you can get into trouble. Trying to get everything back to a family-based before we start really doing much trail work for the experienced riders. Because as everybody knows, the future of the sports and those that are growing up. It's not in us right now, it's in the children coming up. And how do you get families involved if you got to leave the better half sitting at camp and you go for the ride?
The trails are very, very well marked. They spent a lot of time upgrading the trail system and getting them all flagged off properly, so it's an easy event to come to. So if you've never been here before, don't be scared, just come out and enjoy the trails. They're, like I said, very easy to navigate. The clubs are very important to be involved with. They're the ones that are kind of your voice to the government and to the local authorities in that aspect. The most important thing is that you get a lot of guys out here that are very, standoffish towards doing things the correct way with registration, insurance, proper tail light, headlight, spark arrestor, and these things are very, very important.
No matter what part of the country we visit, one issue is consistent everywhere we go: land use.
It's only a select few that are kind of ruining for a lot of us, and the more people that obey by the rules, the more areas are going to open up for everyone. So it's just a respect thing, that if you treat the land properly and show the authorities that you're operating, within the law, you're going to get a lot more areas going to open up. So it's very important.
It's been working pretty good so far. There's a place for everybody in the landscape as long as we respect it. I think we got all stat as a whole here, or everybody's going to lose the area. You got to respect the land.
Alberta does not have a trail pass requirement to ride the trails, so the need for riders to join clubs and help out on the trails is vital to continued upkeep and maintenance of these trails.
Sign up with your clubs. You guys come out, these clubs put a lot of time and effort into maintaining these trails and trying to get new trails opened up for you. If you're not in with the clubs, you're not actually giving the government your voice.
We're doing a lot of volunteer work right now on our own, and we generate through memberships and through corporate sponsors like the oil companies. They gave us $147,000 last year, Alberta Off-Highway, to do a bunch of work in the Stud Creek area, in the Ghost Wipers area here, to put an 80-foot bridge in and make a reroute off a trail to keep everybody off the pipeline.
As a dealer, we like to support these people that are the organizations that are actually supporting the area and creating riding areas. Ultimately, it's their support that supplies us with the customers we need to do our job, so it's very important.
We had a great time out on the trails with our group of riders. We hope that more riders will get involved and help those that work so hard so we can all enjoy the riding that we have. Dave from CycleWorks has some good advice to those who've never experienced what Alberta has to offer.
There's a lot of places to go ride. You always hear the story, they buy a unit and then they have no one to ride with. Now these clubs and stuff, they're very welcoming and the people are very supportive, and you'll always meet new friends that way. And get out and ride, it's the most important thing of it all, so it's a lot of fun.
A special thanks goes out to the Calgary ATV Riders and the Alberta Off-Highway Vehicle Association for taking us out on the tour. A fun ride was had by all. Brakes are good when Go Riding returns.